Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as, hey, you've got a double upload day and you've got a double upload day because there are conversations that need to be had today. I had a suspicion and an inkling that this would be the case, that this would happen. And we're going to get into the detail of one certain topic to do with Reece James. Yes, unfortunately, the inevitable has happened. So we're going to get into that later on tonight. I will give you the video that I normally give you where we run down what's happened during the day and go through all the detail and see exactly what's going on and all that madness. So that will come later, but we're going to focus solely on this because I did say the last time Reece James came back, he recovered and he started playing again. I said, listen, if this happens again, if this happens one more time, conversations need to be had. So today's the day. Unfortunately, today's the day and we are here and conversations need to be had. So we're about to have them. But before we get cracking, the reminder, of course, if you haven't done so already, catch all the content on here as it drops, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified once I have uploaded. I'll be giving you all the rundown on my thoughts throughout this week. We get to Saturday, it's going to be match day again and we will be here for the watch along and we will be here for the chaos and hell as usual. We will be here. So make sure you guys are tagging along and you're here for that. Much appreciated. Thank you all. Let's just get into what's happened, right? Let's show you what the latest is, and then we will have the conversation, unfortunately, that I said we would need to have if it came to it, and it's come to it. So let's get cracking. Here's the latest from Nathan Gissing. Chelsea confirm captain Reece James has undergone medical assessment following Sunday's 2-0 defeat at Everton. The defender was withdrawn during the first half at Goodison Park and scan results have confirmed a hamstring injury. Reece will now begin his rehabilitation programme at Cobham. Now, Chelsea did release this statement. It's on the website. It's on their socials about how Reece is now going to begin a rehabilitation program. Well, what does this rehabilitation program consist of? Most importantly, how long is it? Here it is. Reece James will be out for at least 3 months. This is why we now need to have a conversation. I'll be honest. When he came off at Goodison Park, I didn't think it would be like this. You know, I thought, yeah, maybe he'll be out, maybe a few weeks, right? Not at best, at worst, right? At worst, a few weeks. At best, maybe a week or two if he's felt something, you know. As we've come to the conclusion on many times in the past, this guy's hamstring is made of cheese. Now, first and foremost, I wish him, on a personal level, I wish him the best and I hope he recovers. I wish him a speedy recovery and good luck. But, this is the convo we need to have now. Is this geezer going to have surgery or not? Simple. Who is giving him his medical advice? I don't know. Is it his decision? I don't know. Are they telling him you don't need surgery, just recover? I don't know. But clearly his track record speaks for itself. We need to have one ultimate solution on this once and for all. And if that's not possible, then unfortunately, we're going to have to start talking about something that I wish I wouldn't have to come on and talk about. Of all players, I would not want to entertain what I am about to say about Reece James. And you know what I'm about to say. I don't want to come on here and start talking about having to sell. I don't. Having to get rid of Reece James. I don't. And to be honest, we're not even in that position. We are in a position right now where, funnily enough, Reece James is actually one of the senior players. Yeah? So, till we have an actual spine and some proper leadership and some experience and some players that we know we can rely and build around, right, properly, some pedigree, then we are limited to players that have injury problems like Reece James does. And he's our club captain. But we are now having to talk about having to sell because this is where we are. And unfortunately, yes, this is the tough conversation that we need to have. Is he going to have surgery now? look, by the way that they've done it, and I think it's already clear. Chelsea have said that he's going to begin a rehabilitation program. They didn't say he's going to go and have surgery. And if a player has a scan and needs to have surgery, the surgery is done always, 99% of the time, at all football clubs that have players that need to go and have surgery, it's done immediately. The guy goes in for a scan, the player goes for a scan, we've assessed what you've got, this is what needs to be done, into the operating theatre now. How many times have we seen an example of we hear the result of the scan and simultaneously we hear he's had an operation, the surgery's done, he's now gonna be focusing on recovery. Always happens that way. If we were going to get Reece James having surgery, we would be getting a statement from Chelsea with a picture of him in a hospital bed doing this. We don't have that. He's not going to have surgery. So we're going to be in this situation again, guys. We are going to revisit this again. His hamstring's going to go again. It just is. So this is why we now need to have the conversation. Can we rely on Reece James? I don't think we can. Pains me to say that. I like Reece James. I like Reece James a lot. And we've all said, on his day, when fit, when proper, when at the top of his game, best right back in world football. One of, at least. Let's say one of, with respect to the other right backs that there are, and they are top right backs, and I completely get that. Respectfully, when we're talking about Trent, we're talking about Kyle Walker, we're talking about these guys, but respectfully, of course, I regard them as top right backs as well. So he's in that bracket. On his day, though, he's not in that bracket like this, nowhere near. We can't rely on him. And he's the club captain, which goes to show, and that's another conversation for a different day. Should he have been given the armband in the first place? Well, unfortunately, there isn't really anyone else we can give the armband to, is there? Because we've not really built anything, I'd say, except Thiago Silva. But the truth of the matter with Thiago Silva is, he's approaching 40. Bish bash boss, tomorrow comes, he's retired. That's what's going to happen to Thiago Silva. This is the situation we've allowed to put ourselves in, man. This is what the club have allowed. This is it. This is it, really. So now with Reece James, we are having to have these deep conversations. Can we truly rely on him? If he's having surgery, yes. If he's having surgery and then we wait for him to recover and he comes back and he's 100% and we don't need to revisit this situation ever again, then absolutely. Like other players who have gone to have surgery on their hamstring. For him, it's constantly injured, all right, wait for it to recover, plays, injured, wait for it to recover, plays, injured, wait for it to recover, at 24. He's 24. And how many... I saw this stat and I couldn't believe it. And to be honest, I actually need to go back and verify because it sounds unbelievable. But I came across something and you guys prematurely can tell me if it's correct or not. I'm actually going to go and try and dig this. It's just popped into my mind, but I'll mention it so you guys can go and check as well. Apparently he has played 17 full matches for Chelsea, right? Since the Champions League final that we won. Since 2021. He's played 17 full games. 17 of 90 minutes. Not accumulatively, I'm talking in terms of 17 matches that he's actually managed to go from minute 1 to minute 90. 17. Since we won the Champions League. 17. I need to verify that. It doesn't sound real. It doesn't sound, that can't be true. It can't be true. But when you actually take a step back and you think and you remember all the times he was out, yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. We can't rely on that. We can't. No chance. Absolutely no chance. So this is why I'm saying he goes and gets surgery and this is a chapter that we can close once and for all, then cool. If he doesn't, I've lost faith. Not in his ability, in his body. I've lost faith. And I don't know where this medical advice is coming from. Is it the best medical advice? Why can't he have surgery? Is it him that doesn't want to? Is he being told not to? Well, we don't know. Realistically and respectfully, we don't know. And those details, I would love to know. But we can't keep in this vicious cycle. We can't. You can't sustain this. And the conversation is, we would have to think about letting him go. We have to. It's bonkers. It's absolutely incredible. It's absolutely incredible. But that's the latest. Reece James is out for 3 months, which means that he comes back in March. He won't come back straight away, let's be honest. So he'll probably come back in April. It won't be 3 months. It'll be longer. I'm pretty sure it'll be longer. It always is. And then that'll be the end of the season. Season's already finished. So that probably doesn't make much of a difference. And then what? This is why I'm saying, look, you might as well be out for the season. Let's just call it quits. Go and get your surgery. We'll see you next season. That's it. And in the meantime, we've also got to think about Malo Gusto now. He's not fit. So we got to look after him, right? And make sure that he doesn't go down the same path. Incredible. But that's the latest with Reece James. Let me know, where do you stand? Are you sharing the same sentiment as me? It'd be best for him to go and get surgery, get this over and done with, and then that's it. We don't need to revisit this again. Or are you at the point where you've seen enough and you are now thinking, we can't hold on to him. We can't hold on to him. Where do you stand? Let me know. Or do you think there's another group of people that might be here that you think he'll recover from this and he'll be fine? Which I think is safe to say the signs are not telling us that. I think we've had enough examples. But in today's age, you never know. So if you reckon that is the case, let me know in the comments. Much appreciated. And as I've said, on a personal level, to him, get well soon. Speedy recovery. And, yeah. But like I said, I would have loved to have heard that he's gone into the operating theatre, he's gone and had surgery, it's done, and he's now on the road to recovery. So if that's the case, I'd have peace of mind. I don't have peace of mind. In fact, I have more doubt, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a recurring issue. So the tough conversations now need to begin. Do we keep hold of him or do we not? Simple. Because it can't continue. Just let me know. Let me know down below. Much appreciated. And as I've said, later on today, there will be video number 2 as we get into the latest on what has happened. And boy, oh boy, a lot has already happened. Don't worry. We'll be talking about what we've seen. And, players, Reece James included, going out to tape and having a madness and doing all of that. But we'll get into the detail because I've heard 2 sides of the argument so far, and I've already made my opinion clear on X, so make sure you're following there. But it's something that needs to be spoken about, as well as all the other things that are happening too. We will be there later on, so make sure you guys are here for that, and I will catch all of you there. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded, and I'll see all of you later on tonight. Have a good one, people, in a bit. Take care, and peace.